Welcome back, folks. It is 5:15 on this wonderful Wednesday. I'm Josephine Sage. Let's jump right into the forecast as you're headed out and about for work today. And, well, as you're headed just outside, you're definitely going to see some overcast skies compared to yesterday's sunshine. We've got clouds sticking around with us throughout the majority of today. And we'll also take a look. We're having dropping of temperatures through the middle of the work week. That's right. Today's going to be a little bit cooler than yesterday. Yesterday, we were about 5-10 degrees above that seasonal average, and today flip-flop, we're about 5-10 degrees below that seasonal average. We've got precipitation expected over those northern and those central mountains. Right now it's kind of hanging out over those northern mountains throughout today, but kind of moving on down south to give some chance for precipitation to any of those areas over about 8,000 feet. And our last freeze is usually April 22nd, but unfortunately, folks, it looks like we might be getting a freeze in about the next 24 hours. We've got a freeze warning in Mesa County at least until Thursday at 10 a.m. So right now we're above that freezing point, but as we get into this evening and tomorrow's early morning hours, we could be getting in that sub-freezing range. As we take a look at the current temperatures, like I said, above that freezing range at 42 degrees in Grand Junction, 43 in Montrose. Some of those areas further east are actually even above still that sub-freezing range, 38 in Glenwood Springs, 35 in Aspen, and 43 in Gunnison. But if we take a peek at that temperature change, we'll notice we've lost 9 degrees in the last 24 hours for that morning high in Grand Junction, 10 in Montrose. We've gained actually temperatures in those higher elevation areas, but they are going to get on that cooler side of things as we advance in the next 24 hours. We'll take a look at tonight's overnight lows. Like I said, getting in that sub-freezing range down to 28 degrees in Grand Junction, 24 in Montrose, and these areas even back down into those teens. Glenwood Springs feeling 22 in about 12 hours. And we'll take a look at the almanac. That high today is 53 instead of our typical 66, so shy of about 13 degrees on that low end. Looking about to be the same at 38 instead of our typical 39. And we'll also take a look at the dog walking forecast, folks. Keanu's hanging out with us all week this week, but I don't even know if you want to head out and about for a dog walk today. Those overcast skies, we're really only going to get up to 47 degrees at 3 p.m. And also we'll take a peek at that pollen forecast. Still trees around that high end, grasses, weeds, mold on that low end of things. Mold just has a little bit hanging on out for today. We'll take a look at the storm potential. As it kind of moves on through, we'll notice it's kind of focused around that southern area of Colorado. It's going to be focused along that Four Corners region and move on out as we get through this evening hours. So we'll take a look at Colorado. Right now it's kind of focused right here, and then it's going to boogie on down that Continental Divide area, kind of avoiding the Grand Valley and more focused along that New Mexico and Colorado border. More statewide, we'll see here, that's where those storms are located along that Glenwood Springs area, boogieing on down towards that Alamosa area, and just right on out throughout the southern border. I also want to chat about our wind speeds, because yesterday we were feeling some pretty strong winds in that 45 to 55 mile per hour range. But today we're going to stay pretty mild in the Grand Valley. We could get up to 45 miles an hour in some areas. Now, the rest of the work week hanging out on that cooler side of things down in those 50s, but a slow increase is expected for the weekend to get us back up into those 70s.